I decided to start a little early. I have some stuff to do this evening, possibly, so I figured I'd start early, so hopefully people can still come in here. We lost a couple subscriptions. I think we ended yesterday with 692 or 691. And then last night, like shortly after we lost, no, we left at 689, I think. Lost a few, but anyways. Not sure if anybody will show up. We'll see. Since I'm an hour, a little over an hour ahead. My sister came in from another state, and so I decided I would start up early. They moved back here to Arizona, so. Hey, Sane, what's up? Yeah, I decided to start a little bit earlier because my sister just came into the state. They took them about a day and a half, 2 days to move over here with all their stuff. So I might go over there this evening. So I thought I would start a little early and maybe just have it for an hour. We'll see. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Thanks for showing up early. I need to turn my screen brightness up a little bit. What is my battery noise? 43. We should be good for at least an hour. How you guys doing today? The question for today, or actually it was a saying, he asked, what's my most accurate gun? So I decided to put a few of those up there. I'm doing pretty good. My back was kind of hurting a little bit this morning. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was from all the overhead brush work and roller that I was doing the other day. Who knows? Other than that, I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, I decided, well, I'll put my most accurate rifles that I believe are the most accurate, that at least I shoot the best at. So like, obviously this is a precision rifle, so it's going to be accurate. The one in the back there, let me turn on the light here. That back one, since the precision, it's going to be a very accurate gun. And then honestly, my Mosin Nagant is very accurate, probably because it's so long. And then that CZ17, I did open sights with that at 350, I think it was, no problem. It's a 17 HMR. And then my 22, years ago, I did open sights on that, this one here, when all I had was a 22. At 200 yards, open sights, no problem, just shot a bird. Now, obviously, pistol-wise, some of that has to do with the person shooting it. I'm very accurate with all of these 6 right here, or 5. These 5 I'm very accurate with. These 2 I need to get the plates yet for the Canex. They come with plates, but not for the Viper, the Vortex Viper. So I got to get the plates for those. I think they're like $35 is the cheapest I found them. This one I took on my hike the other day, and it got a little scuffed on the handle. I was a little bit sad about that when I slipped. But and then I'm really accurate with this 22. It's a Walther. These ones I just set there for taking up space. To take space, but yeah, those I believe are the most accurate, at least that I am with. That was the request someone made last evening to put my most accurate that I know of, that I'm the best with, I suppose. So, handguns, though, like I said, it will vary on a person, because those same guns someone might be very bad with, a handgun, but they're super good in another one that I'm not good with. For instance, honestly, this one, I think it's operated error, though, and sights need adjusted. I'm not the greatest with that one, or that one there, because I haven't shot that one much. This one, the Star. Anyways, 12 of you in the chat, thanks for coming by. This is Desert Armory and More. The question today was, what's your most accurate rifles that you have? What's on the table, not rifles, but guns in general. What's on the table is mine, but what would yours be? What would your all's be? What's one of your more accurate guns that you're good at, or good with? And this is Desert Armory and More, by the way, folks. Thanks for stopping by. We try to do lives 6 o'clock p.m. Arizona time, but we decided to go an hour, a little less than an hour earlier, because some of my family arrived in the area. They moved in, and so I might go over there this evening. So I'll probably be on about an hour, if that. We'll see. Depends on how the live goes. But appreciate you stopping by. I think the chat might have froze up. Let me sign out and sign right back in. There we go. Yep, it froze up all right. Alrighty, let's see here. Hey, Richard Purdy, thanks for coming by. Ruger SR 556, good rifle. Is it AR? I believe so. If it's the AR ones, yeah. Good evening, Eastern. Hello, George. Welcome in the chat. Asane 2A, the way. Thanks for coming by. Zeus, thank you for coming by to drop that like. Appreciate it. Danny, how are you doing? I don't think I've seen you in here. How are you doing? Question of the evening, and what is your most accurate firearm you have that you know how to shoot well and are accurate with it? Savage Mark II, 951 Winchester. Nice. Yeah, double tap that screen, folks. It helps with the algorithms. Appreciate you putting that 2A. I think my screen or my lens might be a little smudged. Let me see if I can wipe that off, folks. You'll see it black off just for a little bit. Sorry about that. Got a little smudge on it. Hey, there we go. Not quite as blotchy. Not quite as blotchy, mate. No, it's not. Mine probably is a precision rifle as well. Yeah, that one would definitely go the farthest, my precision rifle. You're from Brazil. Welcome, Danny. Thanks for coming by. You wouldn't have the money in Brazil to buy them? Yeah, it'd be kind of expensive over there probably. And to obtain them legally is a little hard in Brazil. I'm scared of the dark. Don't do that. Yeah, and that was a black cloth too. It's one of my gun socks. When I put a lot of my guns, I stick in socks when I stick them in the safe so they don't get messed up. Can you pick up that blue gun? I can put it towards you. You're not allowed to touch them on live. So that's called the Signature Series Canik Sketch, and the model is an FFX. It's a Canik, really good trigger. Then this is my higher end one that's a Combat Series TTI. I'm really good with both of those, and I'm decently good with this Thesis double stack 1911. No, Zeus. Those are really long socks, so I'm not sure if you think something or what. This is my nice Springfield. I really like that. I'm pretty good at that at like 100 yards. Pretty good, actually, believe it or not. And then my little 22. The denim jeans Canik is cool. Yeah, it kind of is about that color. Maybe a little lighter. I believe they hand draw on those lines. So Signature Series are collectibles. Like they only make 2,000 or is it 2,500 of them? And then the case is that blue one down there, right there. Thanks for those 2 subscriptions. Whoever gave those, appreciate it. Now the 17 HMR that's right here, right there, the wood one. I still need to get a scope for it. I'll probably be getting what I normally do, a Vortex. Hey, what's up? Good enough. Just reported the bottom right stolen. Right? The bottom right. That one? I've actually had that for a long time. That's the ones you're talking about. What's new? TK, thanks for stopping by. Nothing new on the table. The question was, what's your most accurate firearm you own? Someone asked me if I'd put my most accurate on the table, at least that I'm the best at. So we got our 338 Lapua. On the top, it's a Ruger Precision. We got our Mauser. That one I'm really good at, open sights. Then my CZ 17 HMR, my bolt action 22, and handguns obviously varies on how well the person is used to the gun. Yes, it's a combat. It is, sir. Yep. How much was the Canik? Which one? I actually paid almost the same amount for these two, even though this is a higher end one, because this is a collector series. I think I paid 900 buckaroos. This was, I think, 850. Can it combat? Yes, that is. It's the TTI. The Mauser, good enough. That is chambered in 8mm. The blue one, yeah, it was around 850. I earned a sub for taking the joke like a champ. Oh yeah. Oh, about the sock. Yeah, that was funny what he said. I was like, well, I don't know what you're implying there, that I'm a horse or a black man, or we'll just leave it at that. Damn, the cool one was cheaper. I would have guessed 400 more. No, the cool one is in the color. It's pretty much a normal SFX. It might have a little bit longer barrel on it, but the combat, those, when they first came out, I think they were selling for like 1,200 buckaroos. You can get them for right at 800 now, maybe even a teeny bit cheaper. I have one steel frame that Thesis is, that double stack 1911. Well, technically it's a steel slide with an aluminum, cast aluminum frame. That's all steel. Yep, that one's a regular 1911. I took that on my hike when I went hunting the other day, and it got a little scuff on the handle because I slipped. I had it in the case, but yeah. Those are not steel, those two, no. I don't think Canik makes a steel frame. Hey, Cameron, thanks for coming by, guys. Appreciate you. Some of you are new, some of you OGs. Appreciate you stopping in an hour early. Thanks for those subscriptions. We just got a couple more. If you got questions of guns around, just let me know. And what's that stainless? Oh, that stainless steel right there is a Ruger Blackhawk 357 mag. It's the newer version, so it can handle like bear load and like buffalo bore, high power stuff. Yeah, it's single action. Rival S SF. Yeah, that's pretty much, it's very similar. The Rival S is a metal frame. Sorry, I forgot about that one. They do have one of them. I almost got that one instead of this, but the one color scheme they had was like gray with some weird color buttons instead of gold on black, and I was like, I don't really like that. Yes, that is a very nice. Normally those run for like 850 buckaroos. I was able to find it for like 625 buckaroos, brand new. Super Blackhawk, nice. Hey, what's up, Paul? Thanks for coming by. Tactical Llama, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Those new to the chat, this is Desert Armory and More. Hopefully you're having a blessed day wherever you're at. We got some sprinkles this afternoon. I'd say we got about a 1/4 inch. That would be my guess. Something of the sorts. Yes. There was, when I used to live in California, there was a place down south that would sell them really cheap off and on, different firearms. Yes, they did. I wouldn't mind getting it, but I have a good Canik, so just because I like the look of that one just a little bit better. It is a very nice firearm, both of them. I think the only difference is the color. The color scheme is different. It would be neat if they made a Canik TTI steel frame like the Rival. So it'd be like a Rival comped, pretty much. Hey, Late Prepper, what's up? You been doing any lives? Unfortunately, I haven't been getting notifications from them. Hey, Camden. Sorry, I saw you pop in earlier. I didn't say hi. Sorry, I think you did. Yeah, you did. You said hi. Sorry. Yes, a meet and greet. FAL man and I, we're about 3 hours from each other. Someday we're gonna do something. And then Yu Yoke, I think his name is, wants to do a collab sometime. He's like, hey, we should do a collab, man. So we might do that. Nah, just chilling, still mourning the news. Yeah, I know, man. Last night after I got off my live, I was looked at all the news and stuff because I didn't before that even really know about it. But yeah, meet and greet, as in like a collab kind of. FAL man and I are planning on sometime in Phoenix is where we'll probably meet up. He's in that area somewhere, but don't know exactly. And I'm down from Tucson, south of Tucson, so. Oh, the same as last night. I've just been reading up. Although I guess they found some more news about who it could have been. The very back one, that is my 338 Lapua, my precision Ruger. Um, the question was asked if I could put my most accurate or my best guns that I know how to shoot the best, most accurately, I guess you should say, on the table. So that's what I did. All these are what I can shoot the best, in my opinion, that I'm the most accurate in my hands. Yeah, TK, he's over that direction. I don't know exactly where. He's pretty quiet about that, which is fine. That's his privacy. But I have some of his info, so I'm able to contact him. We're gonna hook up sometime. Next week I'm off for vacation, so I'll do some streams. Okay, sweet. Let's see, late prep or not much, just relaxing, not much streaming. If I have time, I'll do one tomorrow after work. May run late doing stream. Gotcha. Hey, Toy Town, what's up? How are you doing? I'm not sure if I've seen you in here before. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Dang, that is one sweet designated marksman rifle. Yes, it's a 338 Lapua. So here, I'll show you the difference of a 338 Lapua. Box of ammo tipped over. At least only 2 came out. Alright, so here's a 22 long rifle, and there's a 338 Lapua. Now this is one I hand loaded for a hunting round. Normally they would be more pointy than that for the long distance match. What about YouTube? So yeah, it's a, everybody's seen a 22 bullet, so definitely a lot different. Lapua, Lapua. Yeah, Lapua. Some people say that, Lapua. I say Lapua. They pronounce it a little bit different, the accent. But I got a really good deal on that. I wasn't really looking for one. But I decided to buy it because it was such a good deal. Sweet, that must work great on elk. Probably will. If I ever get an elk tag, that's probably the one I'm going to use. 30-06 possibly. But my next biggest round would be my 338 Lapua. The rifle is so heavy because it's the precision. It's probably like 16 pounds, I don't know, 18, somewhere around there with the scope and everything. The guns, that's the first gen with a tank style brake on it right there. Normally they're the little round ones for the first gen. Somebody changed it. But new, those rifles came out for about $2,400. I got it for $12 with 80 rounds and a case, and then I got a $1,200 scope for $420. So even if I went and sold the thingy, I could get it for way cheaper. Yes, last night we were at the same place we were at now. I think we were at 6. I think we were at 689 last night. We lost a couple, and then gained a couple back, and then just now we got. I think when we started we were 682 or something like that. Thank you. Thanks. Weighs more than you. Oh, you're a popsicle stick? Are you a popsicle stick, mate? Would you like a tissue since you're crying so much? Yeah, I'm glad I bought it too. Because if I didn't, I'd be kicking myself. I kind of got it as a deal too. I told him, I said, hey, I really want that Mauser, which is the one below it right there. But I kind of want the precision too. Can we put those both together and make a deal? He's like, oh, let me see how much I paid for the Mauser. So he gave the Mauser to me for 400 buckaroos. It's a 1939, 1938, something like that. Hey, what's up, Cool Edits? I'm the Boney. Not sure what you mean by that. Had to take a break from working on my light chest rig setup. Got my new bag. Nice. That hooks up to my chest rig. You got ceramic plates, or the light body armor style? I'll have me a tea just right now. Okay, good for you. So how did this MIG welding turn out on the shock? I'm still working on it. I did a little bit of welding on it and then a little bit grinding. But I think I need to put a little bit more on it and then hand file it instead of grinding and filing. Oh yeah, it was a steel. At least you won't be lugging the Schneider Enfield. Yeah, I wouldn't take that out there. Plus, it's just a single shot. That one was what? It's back behind me right now. Let's see. Nah, no plates. You looking into them? Okay, I don't have one yet. Plate carrier or plates. Trying to find my lady a smaller CC pistol, probably like a Smith and Wesson Shield. Okay, yeah, 38 obviously would have only 5 or 6. There might be a few. The one Smith and Wesson I think has 7 or 8 shots. It's that really stub nose one, like 1 inch. You could get a prime, a Meta. Let's see, it's called the Meta 9 Prime that came out with recently. Because they're pretty good, and you can get the comped one. EDC just got one recently. They actually have a very similar, if not exactly the same, trigger as the TTI. Canik always has a good one. I mean, even this trigger is really good, but this one's even better because the combat competition one. I've been told it's the same trigger that the Prime has in it. The Prime and the TTI supposedly. Ruger EC9 fits small hands really well. EC9? I'm not sure if I heard of an EC9. What's up, Big? How you doing? I see he has the neck blower, 3000 with a high power scope. Nice collection. Thank you. So, Big, today's subject was what's your most accurate rifle or handgun that you have that you can shoot very well with? Someone made that request last night to put on the table for my own that I'm good at. And so we put in our 338 Lapua on top. Got our 338 Lapua here. Next one down is my Mauser. And then my CZ, well, that's a Mauser and 8mm, a Turkish. My CZ 17 HMR, my 22 bolt action, and then my FSX Canik Signature Series. They call it the Sketch. Then my TTI Canik, it's a combat. My TSIS double stack 1911. Then my 45 1911, and then my 22. Those are the most accurate I'm with. Of all the guns I have, I'd say those are my most accurate that I'm good with. Handguns, though, I think just vary. I think it just varies because I might be able to shoot those guns well, but someone else can't. They can shoot another gun better. Looked it up. Sounds cool since she likes the Canik trigger. Yes, Canik triggers. Everybody will tell you a Canik, even their lowest end Canik, is better than a Glock. Sorry, Glock fanboys. It is. Out of the box, Canik's better on triggers. And the ergonomics. Let's see here. We got some more people here. Upload a video on the chest rig and show what got down so far. Okay. We don't have super small hands. She has a full-size 9mm. Okay, a Beretta. Nice. A clone, though. Okay. Yes, I just bought MP365. Yeah, I like mine. I haven't tried 110 yards with mine. Mine's the macro, so it's really small. Mine's my EDC. I have that for an EDC and my Bodyguard 2.0. And accuracy, I hit target 3 times in a row out of a box of 50. At 150, at 110 yards? Okay. That's not too bad, I guess. I've never tried that far. The farthest I've tried with it was 20 yards, and I got 9 out of 11 shots, I think, at 20 yards with my macro. It has a 17 round, but she doesn't like my G3C a lot because OG the grip size. Okay, about the same. Yeah, Glocks just have chunky handles. I want the Nitro. 365 Nitro? Is that what that would be? They also came out one called the is it called the Flex? Sig Sauer came out with one that's called the Flex or something like that. Pretty exactly. I got to see one of them handle one at my local gun and pawn. I thought, wow, this one fits my hand nice. It's similar to the 365 XL or Fuse. Yeah, maybe it's called the Fuse. But it almost fits better than the XL 365. Nope, I have one, but I've never carried it. Never. I don't think I've ever had it holstered. I don't have a holster for it for one thing, but it's inside my safe over there. I have brought it to the range a couple times. Macro, not micro. Yes, that's what I have, a macro. I think I got 2 mags that are 10 and one that's a 12. It's just kind of short. I run a flat mag plate without the pinky extension and can still fit all 3 fingers on the grip without the extended plate. We must have small fingers. Small hand. for less printing with a link like that. Okay, I just put an afterburner. Nice. Hey, Green Hood, welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen, folks, and subscribe. We got a subscription. Thank you, whoever did that. The flat plate cane with my Lakeline barrel and steel recoil spring. Okay, gotcha. I'm Bonnie, as I said. Oh, Boney. You're only 101 pounds, dude? Wet? Just out of the shower. Oh, sorry, brother. You might want to get that looked at. Jacob State Farm. Might want to get that checked out. That usually could mean you got a urinary tract infection. I've had that before. It doesn't feel good. A couple times. I got long fingers like piano fingers. But yeah, they're thin. Okay. It was 86 pounds last September before the feeding tube. Oh, gotcha. I forget how old you said you were. Was it 18? I forget. No, you said you're married, though. Right? I mean, you can get married at 18, but... You're just a light fella. I know some friends that are a little bit taller than me, and they're just... I call them, like, split rail or blow over. 27, okay. So I got 8 years on you. I'm 35. Good for you, though. Glad you gained some weight back. Yeah, feeding tubes, they're okay. My grandpa was on it before he passed away. Those formula can stuff. It's not fun. I think someone just gave us a subscription. I mean, a subscription? Yeah, I guess you call that. Hey, what's up, Forrest? How you doing? Haven't seen you in here. Fel, welcome to the chat again, brother. Forest Monster. How are you doing this evening? I suppose this evening where you're at. I think all places mostly are still, or early morning. I'm now worried about you, Zeus. You're doing well. Good for you. By the way, Forrest, today's question is, what is your most accurate firearm that you are the best with? Washington State. Okay, I'm over here in Arizona, southern Arizona. So we're the same time right now because we don't have daylight savings time here. So yeah, that's the sub today. What's the most accurate gun you feel like you can shoot and have? Firearm. And we make requests. Some people ask if I have a certain gun, and if I do, I'll put it on the table. The next live chat, usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. I started a little bit earlier today because I had some stuff I needed to do in the evening. So, let's see here. Oh, thanks, Smoke. Let's see here. Dang, man, I'm in the future compared to y'all 8:33 in Ohio. Yep. Zeus, you're my best YouTube friend. I have 2 shotguns and no rifle or handgun yet. Okay, what type of shotguns you got? Pump action, semi-auto, double barrels, like what was behind me here. Maybe you got single shots. I got a 10 gauge single shot there, and I do have a single shot 410, but it's in my van or my car. Sorry. And I got double barrels over here. I like double barrels. I work on them. Find old barrels and receivers and get them going. Got 2 of them in the corner there. Another one I'm working on the floor here. Yeah, what type of shotguns you got? 69 of you in the chat. Thanks for coming by to Desert Armory and more. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Double tap that screen if you like 2A content. We do shorts of shooting. We do shorts of talking about guns. We do lives every evening, usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. I do shorts of hiking and exploring, so if you like that stuff, hopefully some hunting stuff shortly. Hood Smoke, if you get Telegram or Xbox, we could get into shenanigans, bro, but YouTube is sus about links or anything. Yeah, they are. They are. And for those who have not seen me yet, hey guys, Desert Armory More, how you doing? Few of you have, obviously, but a lot of you haven't. There's 59 of you in the chat, so thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, guys, and gals. I know I got gals on here sometimes, too. EAA, a car, Churchill, 612, 12 gauge pump action, a beautiful H&R. Nice. A Pardoner. So I have a Pardoner single action. It's a 10 gauge. It's H&R and New England Firearms were together for a while, so mine's actually a New England Arms Pardoner single shot 10 gauge. Kicks so bad. Actually, both of them are nice with H&R built like a tank. Yeah. What a handsome fella he is. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I'm not from England, but I love talking like I'm from England or from down under. This dude could be my new dad. Oh, I'm not old enough for that, mate. Well, 10 gauge is awesome. Yes, I have a couple 10 gauges. So I have the single shot New England. Do you have a Stoger M2000? I do not. That is a double barrel. That one behind me looks like a Stoger. It looks like a Stoger. Hey, welcome, Sep. How you doing? It's actually, that one's a 16 gauge Zastava M75, I think it's called. My dad is like 50. I don't know. Seuss, don't have time for games. Sadly, go to my website and email me with don't. Okay. Elias, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Yeah, that one. Excuse me. That one right there is a 16 gauge. So that's my 10 gauge. One of them, this double barrel right here that I'm working on that one. My other one's down. If I can get the camera right place. Let me flip the camera here. There we go. So this is my other 10 gauge. It's a 1960 Beretta Silverhawk 10 gauge. And then I've got that single top shot 10 gauge right there. And then I have a lever action 1901, made in 1901 Winchester right there. I need to get a firing pin. I didn't realize it was broke. I don't think the people I bought it from knew it was broke either. From a pawn and gun. Anywho, do you have an auto opt? I'm not sure. Auto MQT. I think you meant something else. You might have to clarify that one, Eli. It's all good, Hood, Smoke. I'll try to reach you. It's more. I'll show you the difference of the shells. Oh, I don't know if I got one in here. So here's what I shoot in my really old shotguns because I hand load these. So here's a 10 and here's a 12. So the bottoms, definitely different sizes there. I hand load these. Now this one I don't. This is an antique shell, but just for comparison, this is one that I haven't shot yet. It has BBs in it and 90 grains of powder. I think I did up to 100 grains, and it shot pretty good in my 110 gauge. My 10 gauge shell, I had one here. Where's it at? Where'd that one go? It's a brown. All right, here we go. Here is, let's see if I can get you a clarification of what the differences are of everything. Give me a little bit. Here, I'll show you all the ones I have here. Missed an opportunity to say all good in the hood. Yeah, right. Oh, dang, I thought it was less. I might have been. Yeah, 20 is less. All right, so you were wondering. So here's the difference of sizes here in shotgun shells. That bluish green one is a 8 gauge. That old paper one's a 10. That one's a 12. That's a 16. That's a 20. This is a 24 that I'm going to be using for making bullets for my 1860s 5.77 Lee Enfield. That's obviously a 410, and then that's a 9mm rimfire shotgun shell. It's made for these garden guns, these two garden guns right here. Hey, welcome. What's up, Larry? Let's see. Good morning from Indonesia. Welcome. How are you, ASAP? Thanks for dropping by. Guess it would be morning by you right now, wouldn't it be? Still evening here in Arizona in the United States. Thanks for those subscriptions, guys. We're almost to 700. How's it going, Larry? How's the eye doing? Yeah, I use those brass shotgun shells for those old double barrels behind me, and I'll be using it for this old 10 gauge here too. That's a lever action because it's just made for either black powder or Pirate X or equivalent stuff. Nick Green, welcome to the chat. My personal most accurate gun is my Canik TP9SA Model 2. Nice. I got two Caniks, one here and one there. But it's between that and my P320. Gotcha. That I can't take anywhere because of obvious reasons. I know. I have one myself. It's an M8, M18. Still can't see it of the left eye yet. Yeah, brothers. Any idea if they can figure anything out, or is it just one of those things that's permanently damaged or heal in time? But yeah, Nick, thanks for coming by. So my Canics are these two right here. This is a FSX Signature Series Sketch. This one's the TTI Combat. Let's see. Most likely going to be permanent. I ain't fine. TSUS Double Stack, my 1911 and 45 ACP. That's a Springfield. My little 22 P22 Walther. My 22 bolt action. My 17 CZ bolt action. That's a Savage Mark II, by the way, the 22. And then my Mauser 8mm made in 1989. Oh, sorry. 38 or 39. And then my 338 Lapua back there. That's a precision rifle. It's a Ruger. I'm almost to 20 subs, and I thank you for being one of them. Yeah. Am I on all three or just the one? Because I have 3 accounts. Because I have 3 emails. So I'm able to, this is my main email, and then I have a business email, and I have like for junk mail. And so I could sign into all 3 of those. Thanks for the subscription, whoever just did that. Hey, welcome, Death Dealer Infinity. How are you doing? Or no, that's not the infinity symbol. That's the alpha. Or the omega. That's the omega symbol. How are you, Omega, Death Dealer Omega? I think just one, okay. Oh yeah, let's get them subs up. And you'll go check out Smoke. He makes 37mm smoke. Really? He does? You got 37mm stuff? I know, what's his name does, which I haven't been on his in a while. I don't know if they're not alerting me or he's not doing any. Arms Room. I'm great. Love the setup. Thank you. It's not the greatest, but the gun racks kind of match the genre of the guns. Old style wooden rack, you know. It works good for levers. It works good for shotguns. Yeah. Let's see here. My dad has a full size and my mom has the subcompact. Nice. Started out as a Canic family. Excuse me. But I'm going to get either the Prodigy or the Platypus next. What's a Platypus? I haven't seen that. Obviously, I've seen the Prodigy. Those are actually pretty good. I thought about getting one of those myself. Arms Room hasn't gone live in a while. I thought so. I think he said he was going to be doing a break because he was going to be in... Oh, what did he say? Wasn't he going to be at the reserves for a little while? Yeah, I wondered if that was why. Well, I'm thinking it's why. Let me back this up so you guys can see those better. Yeah. Another one I hadn't got a notification in a while, and then off and on I still do. I'm trying to remember what that one was. Don't remember. 19 of you in the chat now. I think we got up to maybe 50, 60 something at once. So he probably won't for long. Maybe. I know he said he was going to be on a break for something. I can't remember why. I think it had to do something with the reserves, because that's where he's with, Army Reserves. It's another 2011 that is incredibly customizable. And a decent price? Because I know most 2011s aren't cheap, unless you get the Turkish ones, which this TSUS is a Turkish one. It's pretty good, though. I bought it lightly used. It probably had like 20 rounds through or less. Wow, that's awesome. Have a great day, buddy. Forrest, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. And I suppose you sub too. I really like that. And like I said, we usually have lives every evening, 6 p.m. Arizona time. And so if you like this type of stuff, turn your notifications on as well. Appreciate it. You have a 12-gauge pump. Yes, I have a couple of them. So I have an old Sears and Roebuck right there. That's technically a Remington 1200. And then I have a Remington 1200 that's in my car, because I used it for shooting last Saturday, which I'll probably do some either tomorrow or Saturday, possibly. We'll see. Yeah, I hope so. But the thing is, it'd be nice to get over that because YouTube always takes about between 8 to 10 a night because they think they're fake. Okay, we're all seated. Are you leaving too, Zeus? Need to get some more videos out, Hood. I thought you already had them made. Okay. So yeah, I have two 12 gauge pumps and one 20 gauge. But number 6 shot doesn't work very well with the choke that's in it because I was trying to get some dove last Saturday and the thing was totally missing and they were super close. So I need to get a choke kit for it. It's a Weatherby. What is that one? An SA. No, that's my other one's a SA 63. That's my or that's a PA 63. I think it's my Makarov. What is that one? It's a long Weatherby with a beam on top. Okay, bro. Okay, yeah. It'd be nice to get a couple more. It'd be nice to get maybe like 710, 715. Guys, there's 14 of you in the chat. If you like this stuff, please double tap that screen. And we're hoping to get our subscriptions to like 710 tonight. If we could do that, that would be a blessing, guys. And if you like this type of content, we do shorts of hiking, shorts of exploring, shorts of shooting guns. We do this type of stuff. Papa Pew Pews, welcome to the chat, brother. We do all sorts of stuff. I do a little bit of repair on old shotguns, and I posted a few of that. I kind of took a little break on that stuff because life's been busy, so I haven't been able to tinker on those yet. But I need to work more on some of the locking system on one of my 20 gauges. Sorry, 12. It was supposed to be a 20. They had false advertisement. Anywho. Like and comment and subscribe. Yes, thanks, Papa Pew Pews. How are we doing this evening, by the way, Papa? The live is doing that weird thing where the like button is glitched, so I can't see how many likes there are. No, I shut it off. I shut that off. I can shut that off. I have it shut off because it usually does better with it off. Let's see here. Did you ever study at SDI Sonora Desert Institute? No, I have not. I hear there's actually other ones that are better than SDI. I just like doing it myself and tinkering and learning myself. Yeah, that was one of the experiments that YouTube people were saying that can help you get more likes. If you hide it, then they don't know how many there is. Because if it shows only like 10, they'd be like, oh, it must not be that great of a video and just pass on. But if they can't see it, it's supposed to be better, supposedly. I learned that from J-Dog, actually, too. I think he shut his off and a couple other people, too. Let's see. You're doing good. Great. STI sounds like an infection. So, yeah, right. It's not STIs or STDs. SDI, Sonoran Desert Institute. I heard that it costs a lot to do SDI, and you don't learn much in the first courses versus this other one that some other companies and GunTuber support. You actually get better hands-on right away when you're paying for their courses. That's what I hear. And it's cheaper. Yeah, exactly, Papa Pew Pews. Because you have to actually get to full-blown gunsmithing, you have to pay arm and a leg over the head. Versus some of these other ones, way better. Not sure if it is or not, brother. Maybe if you're out on the beach all the time, might get that. Hey, Papa Pew Pews, the question of the night is, what's your most accurate guns that you can shoot with? That was actually A Sane's request right before we ended our live last night. What's your most accurate guns that you have that you're the best at shooting? These are mine that I'm the best at shooting, the most accurate. You have a name. I've been looking into it. I don't remember what the company name is, unfortunately. I think King of Camo talks about it, and so does DeBoss. I hate sand, so I'll never know. Any luck on the dove hunt? Not Saturday. I'm hoping I'll either go tomorrow, possibly tomorrow, or maybe Saturday. I'm not sure. It depends. My sister recently moved back into Arizona with her family just today. They came over. Took like 2 days to get over here with their semi-truck load and all their stuff and their children. And so I might just be helping them do stuff instead, but we'll see. I need to get one in, and I'm going to use my good old faithful Sears and Roebuck that I'm really good at with skeets, like 7.5 shot. I'm really good with that. Like, there's this guy that had a semi-automatic Benelli, and I was beating him. Cam account and a dub boss, as with it a D and an apostrophe boss. I believe both of those talk about it. And subscribe to them too if you aren't. Great guys. Here and there they pop into our different what do you call it? Lives and stuff. Let's see here. My most accurate is my 45 1911. And your second is Shield Plus. Yeah, your Shield Plus. I know you say you really like that thing. You're really expensive, really experienced with it. Guys, we're almost there. We got $6.99. 12 of you in the chat. I'm sure all of you aren't subscribed. We had more than that earlier in here. We had 100. Did it go up to 100? No, I think it was 60 something. It went up to. You just sand one, and it finds its way into everything, and you got it in your bag, shoes and car for 4 years after a beach trip. Yep. And then about that time you go again, and then it just recirculates. What's the difference between the Shield and the Shield Plus? The Shield Plus, I think, is the better version. Just like they have, what would I should say? Different models of vehicles. They have like Platinums, Limited, stuff like that. It's like a better trim level. I haven't been to any beach in about 10 years other than Lake Michigan last year, and I didn't touch sand. Gotcha. I'm trying to think last time I went to the beach. Was it in Honduras? Or was it in California? I think it might have been in Honduras. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Thanks for showing up, my fellow Arizonian. But I cannot confirm or deny the custom-coded CZ Shadow 2 key account I had on their life coming to new home. You cannot confirm or deny. Honduras is all beach. No, it has inland, because it has like there's like 3 countries. Belize is bordering it on the top, and then you've got Guatemala and El Salvador. I found King of Camel, but didn't find the boss. We all within 50 miles of Surprise. 50. It's like Surprise, Arizona. I'm near Surprise, but not that close. I'm like 2.5, 3 hours from Surprise. D-Boss, yeah. Capital D, more than likely. Bro, it's teal CZ. A teal one. Yeah, I like those shadows too. My, that was another one I wouldn't mind getting because it's just, it's so nice. Or there's a really nice PDP Match Pro that's at the pawn shop too that's been sitting there for a while. It has maybe, someone might have put 100 rounds through it or something. It's $1,400, but it's been there about 4 months, and I bought lots of firearms from them. They'll probably sell it to me for a lot cheaper than 1,400 buckaroos. There has been more game taken with firearms sold through Sears and Roebuck and Montgomery Ward than any of the... Yes, I believe that. That one right there is a Sears and Roebuck. Model 1200, made by Remington 1200. It's a 50s, 1950 something. Another thing, too, is a lot of those other Sears were made by main companies, too. Either J.C. Higgins, Montgomery Ward. I don't have any of their rifles or anything, really. FAL Man has a double barrel from Montgomery Ward. 1,500 Cheever's most expensive purchase yet. Yeah. My most expensive is the one behind me. That double barrel 10 gauge. That was 1,800. 98 Surprise Arizona. Oh my God, y'all are cooking. Who said it was 98? I must have missed that chat. I never saw that one. So YouTube must be messing with the algorithm. Unless you looked it up yourself. Oh, internet. Okay. Guys, 11 of you in the chat. Double tap that screen. Subscribe if you could. We'd really appreciate it. I could Google things, yeah. Can't believe everything Google says, though. You know why? Just Google it, and it'll tell you that. Yeah, we would love to get about 7:10 tonight, folks, before we wrap up. I don't know if we'll get that far or not. That way, if Google takes any away, be 5509. Okay. Okay, you're not far from me then. Yeah, I'm in southern Arizona, down from Tucson, off of I-10, down low. I've heard you say Arizona a few times now, and I wanted to see how many people here are in Arizona. I figured adding airs 50 miles radius would cover large enough. So, the other person that was in the chat was Lisa. She's from Arizona. And then sometimes FAL Man, he's from Arizona. No, Google would never lie. They would not lie, would they? Of course they do. Just ask Google. Google, do you lie? Yes. With a faint voice. I'm Ohio, where it's winter by October. Well, that's next month. Although we're almost halfway into this one. Just hard to believe how much the year passed already. It's like we're already in September? For real? Oh, wow, Lisa, you're really close to me then. Wow. I'm closer than that to the border myself. I'm like 10 miles from the border, but I'm on the other side. I'm not on the Nogales side of the what do you call those mountains? The mountains that Madera Canyon's in? The Owens Mountains? What do you call those ones? Something Peak. Wilson, I forget. You're on that side. I'm on the other. Yeah, we're real close. You're like an hour and a half from my house. I picked up one of my guns actually over there in Saurita. This one right here. There was a guy on the interwebs that when I bought it, he's like, "Hey, you're just over the mountains. Why don't you just come over?" Really nice older gentleman. That one is a Model 92 chambered in 32 Winchester centerfire, and it's made in 1895. It's my favorite lever action. It was 115 here last week. 98 is like he all 70 to 80s. Yep, I know about that. I used to work in Scottsdale all the time. You go shopping over there. Yeah, my grandparents used to live outskirts of Green Valley. My dad grew up over there in the country. They would shop in Green Valley all the time. We'd go hiking Madera Canyon all the time. I was actually, after I picked up that gun, I went with my dog up to Madera Canyon. I hadn't been up there since I was a teenager or something like that, 13 or 14. And so I took my dog and I went up there to, what's that mine up there called? The Carroll Mine? Something Carroll Mine, I think. It's not that hard to get to. It's like a 5 mile round trip, maybe 7, something like that. Cortinado. Yes, I saw the shorts. Okay, yeah. Oh, that actually was Miller Peak. That's that. That's really close to where I live. I mean, I can literally see that peak from my back porch, Miller Peak. So that kind of gives you an idea where I am. I don't think I did any shorts of me hiking Madera Canyon. That was before I started posting shorts, I believe. Yeah, now you know where I live. It literally is out. It's my front view. It's beautiful. I'm glad you didn't slip on the rocks around the mines. Yeah, there's a couple I want to repel down in. Yeah, I made it look like I did fall on the one, and here Larry Outdoors thought I did. He's like on one of the shorts. He's like, "You okay? I thought I heard you fell down or something." I'm like, "No, that was joking. I pulled your leg." Here in Washington, we have blistering heat, 5 minutes of fall, then a brisking winter. Yeah, your winters are similar to Oregon, I believe. Rainy and drizzly, right? Oh, come on, people. There's 11 of you in the chat. We could get some more likes out of you. Definitely some subs. Look, we're at 699. We need about 720 and we'll call it good for the night. Maybe 715, 710. That way, if Google takes them away, or YouTube, they took about 8 of them last night away. I guess they thought they were fake or bots. I don't know. Hey, what's up? It's Skinny. Yes, it is. That is a signature series. Good eye. That is the sketch. Got that 6 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that, on the interwebs. Had it shipped in. They're hard to find because they're collectors, so they make about 2,500 each of them. Woohoo! Someone subbed. We got 700. Round of applause, folks. W's in the chat for whoever did that. Winter here like 5 to 6 months. Okay. Snow and cold here on the east side. Good pick, bro. Looks sick. Yeah. This one I do not remember. I was looking for it the other day. Um, oh, there it is. It's on the nose. It's number 624 of 2500. Too bad it wasn't number one, right? Oh, now we got 701. Thank you, folks. And then I have the TTI Canic Combat. These are so what these are on the table about Skinny is the question was asked last night if I could put my most accurate guns that I'm the best with in my collection. So these would be the rifles and the pistols that I'm the best with. So the back one's a 338 Precision Ruger. It's a Lapua. The next one's my Mauser 8mm from 1939, 38. Then my CZ 17 HMR. Then my little 22 bolt action I got when I was 18. I'm really good with that still. I'm 35 now, so I've had it a while. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then, yeah, these I'm really good at, all of these. That's my TSIS double stack, my Springfield Armory 1911, 45 ACP, my little 22. I'm all really good with those. But yeah, it'd be nice if we can get maybe 7:10 before we hang up the cloak tonight. But I don't know. It always winds down pretty slow towards the end. But yeah, if you're new in the chat, Desert Armory and more, we're in Southern Arizona here. We make content of shooting. We do lives, usually 6 p.m. every evening. We did a little earlier today. I might have some stuff in the evening to do. So, and then I do shorts of shooting. Yeah, shorts of exploring, shorts of some of my hiking trips I do, and some of my work. I'm my own boss. I'm a handyman. So if you like that stuff, double tap that screen. That's just some of my stuff, Skinny. I got more stuff in the safe. We got some more military stuff on this corner here. I got some lever actions here, a single shot on top. We got an MP5 clone that we need to get a brace for, and a super safety someday would be cool. Let's see here, double barrel shotguns and another double barrel there, 30-30, a Kentucky rifle, and my 5.77 Schneider. For the table tomorrow, how about the rifle, shotgun, and pistol that you enjoy shooting the most? Yeah, I could do that. The problem is it might be some of the same stuff. Let's see, where's my pen? Got my paper here. Where'd my pen go? Gotta find my pen, folks. Let me see if I can find one. Be right back. All right. Bro, trying to make that MP5 a $1K bill. That's sick, bro. Definitely need a super safety. Yeah. It's a clone MP5, so it wasn't really expensive or as expensive, but it does have MP5 parts in it. Whoever had it before me, he took out all the innards and put HK parts in it. Yeah, brace, they have on sale right now at Planet Optics. An S&B, it's supposed to be like $350, $360. It's on sale for $263, $230 something. I should get it before the sale's over. It's a collapsible. I prefer collapsible over a folding. Unfortunately, though, I think once I get a brace on, it won't fit in that case anymore. That one's a Century Arms. Yeah, a lot of them are good still. Okay, so rifle, shotgun, and pistol. You enjoy shooting the most. Enjoy shooting the most. I guess I'll put in there. I guess a rifle's a lever action too. Let's see here. Well, it's like my TSIS double stack there. I guess it's considered like a clone. Well, I don't know, like a clone. It's not really a clone of anything. It's just another company that made a 2011, right? The other one, yeah, it definitely is a clone of MP5 because it looks a lot like it. See, this one they call the, what do they call this thing? They call it the MKE AP5. 9mm. It's got the slap, obviously. Good old slap. Yep. Good old slap. Threaded barrel. And the lobes on it. It's got threaded and lobes, so you can, I guess, do two different types of suppressors on it if you wanted to. I would hope that the threaded barrel is the same threads as my TSIS double stack, because then I could run the same suppressor on it, because they're both 9s. But I don't know. I'd have to see. I think the chat might have froze again. Let me sign in, sign back out. Sign out and sign back in. All right, there we go. I think it did for a little bit. No, maybe not. Yep. Let's see. So, where are you from? It's Skinny. Where are you located? I don't know if you said or not. Can't remember. Bros with Blinkies just sent something to me on Discord. Images back and forth, and then ask on their lives if it's legit or crap. I'm getting hearts in the chat, but I'm not getting any conversation or nothing. It makes me think it froze up or something, but my second counter's going. Don't know. Well, we were hoping we'd get a little more. We're not, subscriptions-wise. 9 people in the chat now. Thanks for coming by. Test. Okay, I got that one. It just must be nobody's typing. Nobody wants to talk to me. Why not? Es muy triste. It's very sad. No. Let's see here. We should be getting a couple other people in here shortly when I start at 6. They usually start coming in. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I see all the smiley faces coming in. Yeah, since I normally start at 6, I've been on a little over an hour now. I should be getting a few other people in that come in right at 6. Micah, although he hasn't been, he was in once for a little bit last week. Yesterday, I mean. Let's see here. Who else comes in here? Right when I first start. Camden's already been in here, even though he normally isn't in here until way later. Let's see here. There's a couple other people. I'm trying to remember. The one guy, Alex, never came in, or Joseph Weber. That was the day that I wasn't able to do a live, since I went to visit my uncle instead, that had a stroke. Went into Tucson, checked him out, made sure he was okay. Hadn't seen him in a month or two. Like, comment, and subscribe, folks. Desert Armory and more here. Thank you. Uncle, how is he doing? Danny, he's doing pretty good. You can tell there's a few times he was like, well, I can't remember the word, what I mean to say. It's not coming out. Or sometimes he would take a little longer to respond, it seemed. But overall, I was really surprised compared to when my parents saw him like a day after his stroke, which would have been... See, I saw him Monday. They saw him the Tuesday before that. It was the day after stroke, I believe. And they said he was really bad then. Like he was really bad the day after. He like was slurring. He was still like sagging in his face a little bit. He could hardly speak. So even within a week, he was way better. I think he's going to start going to, was it Tuesday? This last Tuesday, he was going to a doctor to get consultation to see what steps he needs to take for his health, to get better health, better eating habits, and what would be the best for him in that respect, as well as he was going to go to some specialists for speech therapy stuff. Start getting that in. Because supposedly part of his frontal lobe got damaged. And so the brain is a pretty unique thing, they say, that if a part of the brain, if it's small enough, the brain will know how to bypass the damage. It'll like rewire itself and route the synaptics of the brain another direction instead. And the neurons and whatnot, it'll direct it around the dead spot. and so it'll take up the slack. It kind of reminds me how when people say when you lose your hearing, your sight and smelling gets better, or you lose your eyesight, your hearing and other stuff get better. Where one lacks, the rest kind of amplify a little bit. And so that's kind of the way a brain works when it dies parts of it within reason, if it's not too much. It'll reroute the signals other ways to make it still function. But it's permanently damaged, whatever part. But it upped his chance by 10% to have strokes later. It sucks when you know what you want to say and the words keep slipping out of your grasp like an oily marble. Yeah, yeah, I know. And he was born in 72, I believe. I think it's 72. 72 or 73. So he's in his 50s. So a little young. Now I just heard that there was the property manager, realtor that I work for. She also manages my rental I'm renting. I fix a lot of her rentals and stuff that she takes care of. She had a stroke when she was in her 30s. And she went to the doctor shortly after, and they said, "Oh, you didn't have a stroke. There's no way you had a stroke. You're too young to have a stroke. Go home." And so she didn't get the help she needed. So it took a lot longer for her to get her motor skills back, her talking skills, versus my uncle. My aunt saw some of the stuff happening and rushed him to the ER right away. So that is a plus. If you can do it within the first 2 hours, that's what this property manager's daughter told me. If you can do it within the first 2 hours, get them help, then you're doing good. But past that, you start getting, it takes more and more time to rehabilitate back to where you were for the brain to try to reroute its synaptics, thinking patterns, and neurons and stuff, versus, yeah, it just takes a lot longer to heal after that, they say. So thankfully it was caught fairly soon, within 2 hours, and so he should be able to recover. I mean, that section will be dead still, but he should be able to recover 100%. So he just has to take it easy for a few weeks, watch his diet. He's got to go on a Mediterranean diet for a while, where it's low calories, low carbs, more vegetables, and he doesn't drink a lot, but here and there he does, so cut back on that. He doesn't drink a lot of sodas either, though, so I mean, like, that stuff he already's good at. And sugary stuff. He does like some sugary stuff, especially my mom's homemade cookies. So if mom has to not bring him any now, you can be sad about that. They all like him. I mean, he's not the only one. His daughter and his wife love him too. Yeah. My dad was about the same age as your uncle when he had his stroke. Yeah. I'm sure it's not fun. We had a friend from church. She had a type of stroke that caused or I should say, she had a brain aneurysm that while she was sleeping that caused a stroke, and she passed away. At least that's what the autopsy was saying. She had probably a stroke, there was bleeding on the brain or whatever, and she woke up in eternity. She was a believer, so she's in a better place. But it was one of those out of the blue. She was having a lot of bad headaches. And so she went in the doctor a couple times, or maybe none at the time. And it was actually the morning before. It was a Wednesday night. And Thursday morning, she had a doctor's appointment. And so someone was taking her in to the doctor. And when she went to the door to knock on the door in the morning on a Thursday, no answer. So they were able to get in, and she was passed away in her bed. So, I mean, it happens. Our time could be tomorrow. Our time could be in 10 minutes. When God says no more. Yep. It's a serious thing. I mean, look at Mr. Kirk. I just feel for his two children and his wife. God said, "It's your time to go home, brother." Even though it's a bad situation that happened, it was his time to go home. His course was run. God said, "You did enough for my kingdom." He took him home. No one knows the hour. Yep. As well as when Christ will return as well. No man knoweth the hour. Yep. Someone was saying it was a. I didn't do a lot of research on it, but someone was saying that a gun they found was a Mosin that was in 30-06. But a lot of people think that was planted. That it wasn't actually what they was used. I mean, sure, you could probably do that, but it was very suspicious. Like it was planted, and something about the receiver and the bullets had stuff marked on it that was downing the leftist people, some of the alphabet community. If so, well, then why are they pretty much saying that it was a Republican that did it? Just like with what they say, what's his name was a Republican too, the one that went after Trump in Butler. Anyways, it's just there's a lot of fishy stuff going on. It seems it's just sad though, very sad. I mean, it's this feeling in the air where there's tension. You're almost like, okay, is another Civil War going to happen within a year or something? I mean, only God knows that. But you almost get this tension feeling in the air. There was a guy I was watching today on YouTube. He was talking about it. He's like, he thinks that some people, the government should do like the movie The Purge. I've never seen it, but he mentioned that one where so many hours or a certain time of year or something, they have this thing called The Purge where there's no laws. And he's like, they should do something like that where the government says, you guys take care of the laws and the matters yourself. We're going to walk out and you do what you need to do and then come back. He's like, maybe we need something like that. I'm like, okay, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm not a movie watcher, let alone something that would be that rated. Um, that would be like rated R or whatever. And I don't watch movies, so here and there I'll watch like documentaries on YouTube of nature and discoveries, and some of would be kind of considered videos like kind of like autobiographies of history of people's lives. I've seen a few of those, but it's like very like general audience, maybe PG. It's like just really low rated stuff. I grew up watching some movies, but it was like black and white cowboy, or I think a few like Swiss Family Robinson, It's a Wonderful Life, old stuff, Roy Rogers stuff, Gene Autry, a few John Waynes. Um, what else? A few Indiana Jones. Um, at least the first one, Ark of the Covenant one. But yeah, um, we grew up fairly conservative, our family, so we decided that we weren't going to open up our eye gates to that stuff. But yeah, one subscription. Did I get any text then? Anyways, I was going to see if some of my family sent me any text. Wondering if I needed to come by or something. That's why I started a little bit earlier. Oh, my phone's about to go out. 14%. I noticed this thing doesn't hold its charge as well as it used to. It is like 3 years old, so that would make sense. See if I can get this thing plugged in. Gotta route the cord like a snake around the corner. Let's see, plug that in there. Slide this up and over. There we go. I still enjoy watching Columbo, MacGyver, and John Wayne. Yeah, MacGyver, I think we watched one or two MacGyvers growing up. I think it would have been the, I don't think it was the TV series. I think they made a couple movies of them. John Wayne, we weren't the biggest into because he was a little more loose in his morals than Gene Autry or definitely Roy Rogers, because Roy Rogers, it was his wife that was in with him, and the acting he did with the female, it was his own wife, so we were a little more happy about that. Yeah, Gene Autry, and then also Jimmy Stewart's westerns. We watched a few of his growing up. Well, I'm getting tired all of a sudden. Only 5 of you in the chat. Wow, it's definitely a slow day. If it drops any lower, I might just stop. At least we got 34 likes. At least on my end, that's what it says. I have it shut off on your guys' end. I've heard you get a little bit more, at least you can, with it off, because otherwise if they show low, they might think, oh, it must not be that good of a live. I'll just leave. Yeah, 100%, yep. J-Dog did that, some other guys did that, and then some YouTube videos about how to get more likes, which helps with the YouTube algorithm. Yep. Let's see, we're in July, September 11th, I guess today is. Yeah. Wow. I should have typed that in the chat. What were you all doing September 11th when you first heard about the news of the Twin Towers allegedly getting ran into by airplanes? I was 11, and I was ironing our special napkins that we kept in a certain place for when company came. That was like a nicer, like for special dinners. I was ironing them. I was 11. I was like kneeling down on one of those blanket benches that open up and hinge. You put blankets in. Had a little teeny ironing board, those really small ones, and was ironing napkins on it. The rest of our napkins we normally didn't iron, but these were like some nicer ones. So, anywho. Looks like it's your boy Benny. I don't know if you guys listen to the Benny news. He just posted something else, it looks like. The Benny Show, I think it's called. What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny, or something like that he starts out with. He did like 3 or 4 videos about this whole thing. I've seen a short, but the long format I haven't seen yet. I need to go into them, listen to those. Now only 4 in the chat. Oh boy. Might have to just call it quits for the night. It could be because it's let's see, it's a Thursday night, it's 9/11, and the whole thing happening with Kirk and all that. Yep, Benny Johnson. Yeah, I just got an alert on my phone showing that he just posted something else again. Him and Ben I would listen to, and I listen to quite a bit of shorts of Kirk. They'll come across my feed quite often. Probably because I listen to them a lot, so they come up fairly often, the shorts of those. Yep. Now 8 in the chat. I went up a little bit. Appreciate you coming by, guys, the 8 of you that are in the chat. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Appreciate you coming by. Desert, Armory, and more. We do shorts of shooting. We do lives, usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. We started a little sooner today. And we do shorts of shooting, shorts of hiking, adventure stuff, shorts of some of the stuff I do for work. I'm a handyman, so I post a few of those things here and there. Today's subject was, what is your favorite, or not favorite, what is your the firearms you own? What's the one that's your most accurate ones that you can shoot the best? That was the subject tonight. So I have a few things here on my table that I'm the best at, I guess. 338 Sniper. It's a Lapua made by Ruger. My Mauser 8mm. This one's my 17 HMR CZ. This is a Savage Mark II 22. Canik Signature Series Sketch. Canik TTI Combat. TSIS Double Stack 1911. Then my actual 1911 45 ACP. And my little 22 pistol. Those would be the ones that I'm the most acquainted with, as well as and or most accurate. Or I feel I'm the most accurate with. I know handguns is a little bit, somebody might not be as accurate with those handguns as I am, so that's totally understandable. They might be better at a revolver like the 357 Magnum I have there, or that Star Arms 9mm over there. Runner-up would be this bolt action right here. 303 British is very accurate too. It's very accurate. It's a very accurate bullet. That's probably why too. The bullet coefficiency of it is really good. The 303 British. I'm glad they still make ammo for those. I guess I could always just load them. I don't have a die set for them though. I don't think. Well, maybe that I might have got some in that box of dies I bought the other day. Whole bunch of dies. Thought I had a 303 British. Maybe not. I need to lay those all out and consolidate what I have, and then take a picture of what I don't need and see if anybody subscribe needs dies, and they can contact me in a comment or something. Because I have like 45 Colt, multiple of them. I don't need all those. 30-06, I got 3 of those. I think 308, I have 2 or 3 sets of those. A couple other things that I won't need. If anybody needs some. Excuse me, man, I'm getting tired here. I've been home actually almost all day. Haven't done much today, other than just being home. My back was hurting a little bit this morning, so I just kind of stayed home. I could have went out and looked at a couple jobs. I think I got 3 people I need to return their calls. One's drywall repair. The other one, I'm not sure. It's some electrical troubleshooting. He called me last week, I think. And then the other one is, I can't remember what it is. I listened to the message, but I don't remember what it is. I think it's putting up a 12 by 16 or 12 by 12, like a gazebo thingy. I think that's what he was saying. So we'll see. Hope I can get some of those jobs. It'd be nice. Next week, I got some. The lady has a drywall in her bathroom that wasn't the purple board, and it's an old house that got too much moisture on it. It's just crumbling off the walls. So I need to remove it all, put new in, retape it. It's just smooth wall, and prime it and paint it. So yeah. Might have froze again. Let me jump out and put it back in. Yeah, it did freeze. I remember that you had a 43 Spanish die. Yeah, there's a 43 Spanish. That one's worth a lot because back when it was bought was $80. So that one's probably, it's by CD, like this Chad dies, I think. They make a lot of rarer dies. Chad 4D or D4, I forget. And then there's a 6.5 Swede in there, I think, and a 7mm Mauser. And then yeah, there's some 9s, some 45 Colt. Some of them they mixed them up, so I got to sort them, make it so that they're full sets. Although some die sets you buy have 2 of them, but not the crimp, and then some do have the crimp. I think it just varies. At least with Lee. I don't know about RCSB. I don't have a whole bunch of that brand. RCBS. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down there of those, and then I think I got a couple boxes in that one I did the unboxing on. Yes, you had a. Yeah, I'll probably keep that because I want to get a Swede sometime. Let's see here. Here's the 7mm Mauser, 7x57. I think that's what FAL Man has. It's a 7mm Mauser. So I'll probably save these, and if he wants me to load some for him, because they're hard for him to find the ammo for. It doesn't have it doesn't have the crimp one though. It's just a 2-piece set. It's got the primer and case former and the bullet thing, but not the crimper. I have to buy the crimper separate and stick it in here. It's got the case holder though and the scoop. Yeah. Let's see here. This one, here's the Swede right here. 6.55 by 5.5 Swede. That one, see, it's only a 2-piece as well. A lot of these were just 2-piece. This one, 30-06. There we go. 7.65 by 55 GP11. Anyone? I do not have one of those. Eastern. Hey, welcome, John. By the way, thank you for coming by. Eastern might have them. So I have 30-30 in RCBS. So these Lee dies might be some that I'm going to sell. They're a 2-piece as well. Originally, it was I don't know how much it was originally. Thanks for coming by, John Dornell the Fourth. I don't think I've seen you around here. I appreciate you coming by. This is the one that's a mix-up. This one here's got two different things in, if I recall. This one's got a 45. It's got a 9mm. Here's a unique case holder. It like screws in. Mine, I don't think mine screw in. They slide in. Huh. That must be for a different brand. And then this one, the other half of it is for a 45 Colt. So that's definitely the wrong setup for that. They got multiple pieces in some of these that don't belong together. And then one of the 9mm, we're missing one, so yep, got to sort through that stuff. Yeah, it was like probably $1,300 or $1,800 worth of dies and stuff. I suppose roughly all that stuff would be that if you had to buy it new. I got it for like $280, not bad. I'll probably use at least half of it, maybe 3/4 of it. We'll see. Because the Swede I'll keep as well as the Mauser. Because I would like to get a Swede, and then the Mauser, I can maybe do some reloading for FAL man. Need to see what primers are. Probably a large pistol, which I got some of those. And ammo wise, I'm trying to think what, or powder wise, not sure what that would be the best. Yeah, that was a pretty good price, I thought. Yeah. The best was I got like 7 or 8 dies off of Marketplace. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was six or 7 dies for $40. They were RCBS brand, and I think one was Lee. It was a crimp for 454 Casull. That was the best. It was $60, so I saved it in my Marketplace. And then a little bit later, I got notified that the price got dropped. So I contacted him and said, hey, I want to meet up where you live. He's like, oh, I'm at a Tombstone. I'm like, that's only 25 minutes from me. I'm here in Arizona, so I'm real close to Tombstone. And so met up with him, and he had a 50 BMG single shot he wants to sell. I think he wants like $3,500 for it, though. I don't remember what brand it is. So I was like, well, not really in the market for it. He's like, well, we could maybe do some bartering if I have a whole bunch of repairs I need done. It's like, yeah, we could, I guess, but it has to be quite a bit of repairs or a decent-sized job. I'd rather get the money than buy it myself, get what I would like if I wanted to get a 50. I mean, sure, I'd love to get a Barrett semi-auto. That would be really cool, but those are like 12 grand. I ain't putting that much out, so that's mostly a range toy. I mean, I do have a few that pretty much are a range toy, like that's a range toy. Definitely MP5 clone. The sniper rifle you could use for hunting. It's not only just for the range, long distance. But definitely my 500 is a range toy. My 460 you could use for hunting. The way it's made, it is for hunting. For the Swede, try to find a 1908 Carl Gustav's carbine. Let me screenshot that. I'll look it up on the interwebs. See what they're going for. Now, is that a straight pull bolt, or is it a regular style? Because I think some of those are for straight pull back, or is that the Krags? The 3040s, the 3040 Krags. It's a small ring Mauser. Small ring. What do you mean by that? The pullback is a small ring on it? I think my military carbine would be, my M38. Mosin Nagant is my carbine that I have, of military at least. The other two are full size. I think the SKS is the same length as the carbine, but they were already short. I think they did have those in 2 different lengths. Not 100% sure. 5E in the chat. Not many. Definitely a slow night. Let's see. There's some other stuff in here. It's like to pull the bullet off, so that's nice. What dies are these? There's a variety of them. 38, 357 Magnum. Those are Layman. I don't have any Layman brands, so we'll see how those work. Yeah, I need to sort through that stuff. It's the earlier Mauser before the K98, so the front receiver ring is smaller. Okay. Now there's only 4 of you in the chat. Oh, it went to 6 now. For a little bit. Yep. Yeah, these slow ones like this are just kind of like, okay, come on, let's get over with it. Makes you just want to not do it anymore. Have to jump off. Have a good night. Try to catch you next time. Okay, John, usually 6 p.m. Arizona time is when we do it. We were a little bit ahead schedule, I think, by 45 minutes today, because I might be doing something this evening yet. So thanks for coming by. We'll probably shut off here because it's just going so slow. We only got 4 people in the chat, so yeah. Thanks for coming by, guys. 36 of you liked, so that's okay, I guess. Where the barrel screw in is smaller. Oh, gotcha. I was trying to still understand what you're meaning. The receiver part where it screws into the receiver. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and wind down. It'll be one of my shorter lives. That's fine. Now there's 5 people. It's just kind of a pain to only be talking to barely anybody. Now it's 3. So, yeah. Thanks for coming by, everybody. This is Desert Armory and More. We appreciate you coming by. The subscriptions, we got a couple of them. I was hoping to get to like 710 this evening, but we got over 700. We'll see how long that stays. It might go back down a little bit, but thanks for coming by. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of talking about guns, shorts of hikes. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And our prayers and thoughts go out to the Kirk family and the loss there, as well as the school shooting in Utah too. I believe that was Utah as well. And to that Ukrainian lady and her family that passed away from that stabbing. We'll keep them in our thoughts and prayers. And thanks again for coming by and chilling with Jerome here, Desert Armory and More. So have a nice night. Have a good rest of your day wherever you're at. And when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God in those times of uncertainties instead. Thank you all, guys. Till next time, folks. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night and God bless. Same to you, Eastern. Bye.